of their silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, the new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
First of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Mike 14. Mike 14.
Shotgun now for Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. A gain of 6 there on first. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Josh Jacobs, a guy that runs with a lot of power, third in the NFL last year in yards after contact, and breaks off a nice run there. Running it with Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Ravens have got it. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to bring big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
On 2nd and very short, Jackson flushed out right. First down and more for Jackson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On second down, a run to Dobbins. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third down, here's Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the score.
And he loses the football a second time, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Will Fuller, 42 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Raiders nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Carr It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. The 20. 5. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Carr. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Throwing on first down is Carr. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Again, it's Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Carr going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. That's all. That's all.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. From the 31, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Returning it, John Ross. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 30-yard.
Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period, and that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back from quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter, and they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. On first down, Dobbins. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally, I'm third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This complete to Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson. Up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Play action. Now Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross, 32 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really
And this time he is in. Yes. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But in this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Another run here with Dobbins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Raiders 24. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as it's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mike, six. Mike, six. Put it on. I'm about to take you to
On 1st down, Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long. Carr quickly a slant to Renfro. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery out.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Julio Jones. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And Carr's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Carr to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now, Carr again. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He'll buy some time right. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about